Every year, more and more young actors and actresses make their mark on Hollywood. But a rising star can always be pushed aside by an established Hollywood legend. It doesn't matter if they're Oscar-winning, Oscar-nominated, or just a fan favorite, every actor got their start somewhere. And even the greatest thespians only have one first role. Some are funny, some are fascinating, but almost all of them are hard to believe. Here are Screenrant's 10 famous actors' movie debuts you've never seen. Andrew Lincoln. Before this Walking Dead star became famous as Officer Rick Grimes, he was busy making movies in his native England. Fans would have a hard time recognizing the grizzled actor as the fresh-faced 22-year-old in Boston Kickout, where Lincoln plays the troublemaking best friend of the movie's hero. Boys will be boys, but crashing into a store's window for fun isn't something Rick would approve of.
I'll see you in the next life!
Bryan Cranston. In the 70s, no TV stars were more well-known than the $6 Million Man and the Bionic Woman. But when the two were reunited for a TV movie, it was another actor who took the spotlight. 20 years before Breaking Bad made him a household name, Bryan Cranston appeared as Dr. Shepard, adding a high-profile credit to an early list of small TV roles, including Airwolf, Chips, and Hill Street Blues. George Clooney. He may be seen as one of the sexiest men alive, and an award-winning actor and director, but George Clooney came from humble beginnings. His role in Return of the Killer Tomatoes is memorable enough, but Clooney's first film to hit theaters was another B-movie, Return to Horror High. It wasn't too hard to play an actor in a recreation of a high school killing spree, but the future superstar only received an off-screen death. Tom Hanks. A role on the TV show Bosom Buddies was the first big break for Tom Hanks, but his first acting credit came in the slasher movie He Knows You're Alone, delivering a self-aware speech about society's obsession with scary movies and roller coasters. Since the movie was released not long after the original Halloween became a hit, even this brief insight into the horror movie genre was years ahead of its time. Brad Pitt. 1987's No Man's Land took a thrilling look at the underworld of luxury car theft in California, but it's just as well known for featuring Brad Pitt in one of his very first appearances in front of a camera, even though audiences weren't supposed to notice it. When the film's stars attend a swanky party, the unmistakable Pitt appears as a waiter in 2 shots. Unmistakable thanks to the incredible mullet that steals the scene. Robert De Niro. Most movie fans would think that the Raging Bull's first film role would be one to remember, but really it was never even meant to be seen. A single scene from the French film 3 Rooms in Manhattan takes place in a crowded New York diner. Viewers are meant to watch the 2 stars, but it's hard to miss the now famous face of De Niro in the background playing a diner patron in an uncredited role. Al Pacino. These days, Al Pacino is known for playing eccentric figures in too many award-winning roles to count. But 3 years before starring as Michael Corleone in The Godfather, Pacino made a small but just as memorable appearance in Me, Natalie, playing a sleazy club patron who forces the movie's star into a dance. Who would have guessed his earliest role would have so much in common with his later ones?
That part is perfect for him. It'll make him a big star.
Tom Cruise. The long blockbuster career of Tom Cruise isn't filled with too many supporting roles, since he gained the spotlight the second he arrived in Hollywood. But his very first role isn't one most fans will remember. In the tense teen romance Endless Love, Cruise appears as Billy, the hero's friend and a former attempted arsonist, who gives him some truly bad advice.
I ever tell you guys? 8 years old and I was into arson.
Still, his short scene was all casting agents needed to make him a megastar. Tom Hardy. With roles in Christopher Nolan's blockbuster Inception, as a Batman villain, and even as Mad Max himself, Tom Hardy has taken Hollywood by storm. But audiences probably saw him in action before they realized. Hardy started his career by jumping into the deep end, playing the hard-of-hearing Toomley, a Delta Force soldier in Black Hawk Down. He turned in a strong performance, but mass audiences wouldn't be able to put his face to a name until a few years and a few dozen pounds later. Michael Fassbender. Today, there are just as many people who know Michael Fassbender as the X-Men villain Magneto as ones that know him as a serious, award-winning dramatic actor. But the Irish-German actor got his start working with some of Hollywood's biggest talents in the HBO series Band of Brothers. These days, Fassbender's face can sell movie tickets all by itself, but no war buff would have known at the time that Sergeant Pat Christensen would become even more well-known than most of his castmates. So what do you think of our list? Have we missed some of your favorite first appearances of famous actors? Let us know in the comments, and be sure to subscribe to our channel for more Screenrant videos just like this one. Are you a Tom Hardy fan? If you are, make sure to check out our friends at Draw My Life. They just released a cool new video about the life of Tom Hardy in 3 minutes, and it's all done with a marker pen. We're sure you're gonna dig it, and if you do, be sure to subscribe to their channel. Thanks!